Clean up in aisle 5. You're gonna need tear gas, pepper spray, and assault gear just to listen to this show.
Sasquatch, the moon landing, UFOs, 9/11, flat earth, JFK. All of these things have one thing in common: unanswered questions. So let's get to the bottom of that.
Now here's something completely random.
Animals in action, animals in action.
Random.
We using that in the intro?
Thank you and good night!
Dice Man Enterprises exclusively presents a talk show that will get to the bottom of things once and for all. And now here's your host for Let's Get to the Bottom of That, a bunch of weirdos on a mic. What is up, my conspiracy nuts? You know who you are. It's once again time for another episode of Let's Get to the Bottom of That. I am your host, Byron Dice. And of course, we are joined in studio. Well, not of course, it's been a while. But the boys are back in town. I'm talking about one guy that knows how to mumble along with all of them. I'm talking about
boy.
Joey!
I'm back up in this mother trucker, boy.
Also, we got back in studio the man, the myth, the legend, Jason.
That's right. I'm back. This is it.
A lot of
You're
fanfare.
here. You made it.
A lot of fanfare.
I'm back
Yeah.
and I'm not leaving.
I have. It's been a while. It's been a long time coming for the video component. Specifically with Jason. Jason would like to wear a mask. He would like to hood up. You guys are in caps.
Yeah.
Like, okay, he's hooding up now.
He's actually wearing somebody else's face.
Right. Like Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
It's true.
Super.
And I don't know, your
awesome.
lighting is, I don't know, let's see.
You know,
Jason has the best lighting here.
Thanks.
It's just sweet.
It's glowing.
Yeah.
I'm glowing.
I've got crazy lighting, but
it's all right.
you're like out in the fields, right? You like a deer light just
Yeah.
cut on you. But anyway,
Yeah, I got a.
we all digress.
It is what it is.
Welcome back. Appreciate you guys getting back on the show.
We're here. This is it.
Of course, like I've told the audience, you know, things happened. You know, there's family stuff to deal with, and that's another story. And if you want to tell that story, it's up to you. But I just let the audience know that there were things that you guys had to take care of that
were
was more
things.
important than getting on this microphone.
There was. And there is.
Yeah.
But you know what? Here's the deal.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say this to you boys both on air.
On record. This is record right now.
I love you guys.
Hi, we love you.
No, seriously. You guys,
Yeah.
I've learned with the stuff that I've been going through in the last couple months, like the people that are about it,
Mm-hmm.
and the people that aren't.
Yeah.
And you fellas are about it.
We're about it, dude.
You guys work your salvation out.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys done that. You've done that with me. I've seen you do it in your lives. And one, I appreciate you. Two, I admire you guys.
Oh, wow.
Three, that you guys are good friends. And when somebody's a good friend to me and somebody earns that status with me of about it,
Yeah.
there ain't nothing I will do for you. There ain't nothing I won't do for you. So just remember, you guys have earned that spot with me, and you guys will be my friends to my last breath,
We love you, man.
or your last breath. It just depends.
We love
But
you.
yeah,
bro.
I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys what you guys been doing the last couple months with me, being patient, being kind, being gracious, being merciful, being all of those things. Appreciate it, and it's not taken lightly in my life and in my heart. So I want to appreciate you. And to my fans, thank you for being patient with me and not being here on the mic. It's been tough without you guys, without
It's been a roller coaster.
Guapo.
Yeah, Lil Guapo,
I missed you, man.
he's out there.
But
He's,
I'm here and I'm back.
And I'm hoping, like today, like it's no secret, we get in the studio and we like just slam. We have a recording day and we shoot out like four recordings. Not sure when this one's going to drop. Today is episode 84. We're getting to the bottom of CERN, which there have been quite a few comments about, hey, when y'all going to do CERN?
CERN.
CERN, it's a big...
Concerning.
It's concerning. It's a big controversy that we need to talk about and get to the bottom of.
It's a controversy.
I actually know nothing about it. So
Really?
other than just passing, weird, reels and videos, and I haven't dug deep. So I'm hoping to learn something today.
I mean, there's still a lot of mystery.
because I don't know jack. I just know how to spell it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy to spell.
It really is.
There's four letters to it.
Oh, by the way, I'm not sure when this is going to drop. Maybe I'll drop it Friday. I don't know. But I do know today we're doing a live stream at 2, which doesn't matter when people are hearing this because they already missed it. So I'll shut up. It just doesn't matter. So you have to bear with me. I don't have a Jamie. So I'm always having to play with the switcher, the camera switcher. So I'm always having to move over here and do stuff. So
Okay.
I'm a little befuddled. Is that a good word?
It's all right, man.
Is that a
You're going
good
to be
word?
okay, bro.
By the way, I was going to say this because you mentioned Little Guapo. Little Guapo has stated he wanted to know when the live stream was. So, of course, by the time you hear this, Little Guapo, the live stream is happening today, April 20th at 2 p.m.
Yeah, are we gonna keep that consistent? Like,
I want to.
or should we shout out like the week, like a little TikTok reel or
Well,
something?
I know you've been shouting it out.
Well,
my
I
wife,
sent one yesterday.
My wife knew about it.
Yeah, so I sent a promo out yesterday. Today,
Okay.
live stream. Join us, and I'll put all the platforms. The reason I mentioned that because today we'll be doing a bonus show, which we're just going to read comments and do some riffing on the live stream.
Exactly.
Hopefully get some call-in so it won't interrupt the topic.
Is
So I think
that's a live stream?
Yeah, today at 2. And Lil Guapo has a question for you guys, so I'm hoping we can call in. I'm hoping that he got the message because last time he said, "Hey, give a dude a couple of weeks notice." I'm like, "Well, that's a couple of weeks. What are you talking about?"
We plan it the day of.
Yeah,
You guys ready to shoot? Let's go.
let's go. By the way, I forgot to tell you this. I don't know if y'all know this. This is a new thing that I'm doing at the end of the show. The poll question of the week. And I think I'm going to read this now because by the time you hear this episode, you probably already know what this is because I'm going to talk about this on the live stream. What facial feature was used to prove that Jean-Benet Ramsey? Yeah, keep that out of the shot there. If you move that in the middle, yeah, keep that out of. That bottle's in my shot, dude.
Oh wait, it's in this shot.
Yeah, dude.
How about this shot?
Yeah, we're good there. Can't mess my shot up.
Yeah, bro.
Man,
What
okay,
fi-
director's on
what,
set.
What facial feature was used to prove that Jean-Benet Ramsey is actually Katy Perry? Was it her lips, nose, eyebrows, or cheekbones?
Here's your cheekbones. That's
no.
it.
What the
You
heck
got an
are
answer?
What are you talking about, bro?
This
What
is
does
the question.
What does that even mean?
There was a facial feature that was used. You know Jean-Benet Ramsey?
Yeah,
No.
Okay, he doesn't.
the girl that
is
was
that the
kidnapped?
90s?
Yeah, the girl that was kidnapped.
There was a little girl. She was in her parents put her in pageants. She was real
Oh, yeah.
beautiful, and they always dolled her. She looked like a doll, and she went missing.
Yeah, she was missing.
Just missing, or was she kidnapped?
I mean, what's the difference?
Anyways, a bitch. Well, kidnaps means hey, give me some money and I'll give you your daughter back.
I mean, people just don't go missing; they are taken. Yeah,
well, yeah, that's true.
so they were kidnapped.
Well, we did a missing 411
Yeah, they were taken.
that show. Yeah, but that was Sasquatch.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Anyway, there were facial features that proved that Jean-Benet Ramsey was actually Katy Perry.
Wait, what?
That's what
Yeah.
they say.
That's what the
And the parents are
No, they
No one's
denied
came-
all this
Right.
accusations.
So you said cheekbones?
I said
No,
cheekbones.
it's lips, nose, eyebrows, or cheekbones.
really.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the answer is eyebrows.
Oh, okay, that's ridiculous.
So that's out there.
Cheekbones are more of a determining factor for me. If you have the right cheekbones and they're symmetrical and they look identical to the person you're trying to, yeah, that's it. Eyebrows, come on,
yeah.
man, you can make those.
You can change those all day.
For
dude.
for this week's question of the week, which so whenever I read a question, you're not familiar with what I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
So each week I have this on the poll on the Spotify mobile app, this question, and this is the question of the week, and people go out and vote on it, and the next week I reveal the answer. Okay, that's how we do it. So for this episode, the question of the week is, who recorded the famous film of JFK's assassination that gave rise to multiple shooter conspiracy? Was it A, Oliver Stone, B, Roger
Oliver Stone.
Pattinson? Calm down. Billy Grassy Knoll Johnson,
Thought you were about to say
I
Billy
like that.
Graham. I was about to Billy Graham.
or D, Abraham Zapruder?
I like
go.
It's
So-
Oliver Stone.
Well, of course,
Yeah.
Oliver Stone.
And you guys know that because you did a show on it, right?
Yeah.
On JFK, but
well, no, this is a famous film, and the name of the film is called The Blank Tapes.
the JFK tapes.
No, it's one of these names on this list. So
The Oliver
y'all keep.
Stone
So
tapes.
I tell you what,
No, the real
I'm
reason
not.
I know that
I'm
is
not
'cause
going to reveal
Oliver
this.
Stone was on Joe Rogan, and they talked about it. That's the only reason I know that.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Well, when this poll is active, when we release it, go and vote. And use
Was I not supposed to say that?
No, you're guessing.
No, I'm not guessing. That's a fact.
Okay, well then when the poll comes out,
The poll's
Go-
now just stained.
go vote for it. And
see-
maybe all the listeners will go, Jason's right, man. I'm voting for Oliver Stone.
It's Oliver Stone,
And then we'll have 100% Oliver Stone.
Yeah.
Except for the people that really know what it is.
which is Oliver Stone.
Which I'm going to...
Ooh, that's nice.
Hadn't had that in a while.
I
And
missed
anyway,
that.
that's the question of the week. Go and vote on the Spotify mobile app for who do you think the film name that gave the multiple shooter conspiracy. And there you go. Let's get on to CERN.
Sir.
Because we did have some comments. We'll go over later that this one comment said, "Oh, this is a great show except for 20 minutes of babbling about nothing."
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah. I mean, that's what we do, though, man.
Well, today it's 11 minutes of babbling about nothing, but I think
getting
it was,
better.
I think it was well deserved.
Well, just skip 11 minutes.
Yeah. If you're hearing this now, it's too late.
That joke never gets old. for
You've
me.
already went through the 11 minutes. You can't skip.
Gotcha.
You've lost time.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Your life has been wasted for
No,
11
But
minutes.
go back in time and skip 11
But
minutes.
you know what? You'll miss the love letter from Jason
Yeah.
if
True.
you skip that. So
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it was a
all right.
nice.
Let's dig in.
Who wants to open up CERN?
Okay, I can.
Well, I think it's going to be me because you got my notes.
Open up. Well, I mean, Jason,
have
he's
notes.
got this.
Oh,
off the
dude.
top.
I'll
Hey,
open it up.
He's
Hit it.
going to riff off the top of the head. I'm
No,
telling
no,
you.
no,
right
I
now.
just don't know how to. Since I've never used Basecamp, I don't know how to use Basecamp. So I was trying to post my notes,
Yeah.
and then I just gave up.
It's all right, bro. You got them.
All right.
What you got?
So Byron, you said you don't know what CERN is.
Talk to me. Preach to me.
Well, I hate to
Educate
break it
me.
to you, nobody really does.
Okay.
That's the thing. I mean, they technically say they're a European organization for nuclear research, and there's physicists, and they have a large hadron. Say it.
Hadron Collider.
Hadron Collider,
Oh,
where they they use these different equipment and machinery to just do experiments with physics. They say they don't make black holes, but
Yeah.
I think they do. So that's basic. Get this. And do you know where it's located?
in Europe?
Yes, but specifically where?
Switzerland.
Specifically in Switzerland, in Geneva.
The Geneva Convention.
Let's go.
What's that other thing? The Geneva Accords.
Accords.
Is that where the whole Vietnam thing? We can't
Mhm.
we can't do things to prisoners.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The
So there's a
Geneva
lot of things
Convention.
going on in Geneva.
What's
a
up
lot
with
of people
Geneva,
say that
dude?
it's
Switzerland.
Supposedly, they are searching for basically the secrets of the universe by testing particles and the weight of particles. And I don't know if you guys remember the episode of Simulation Theory. I
do
talk
remember
about
that.
one of
It's one of
their
our top 10.
one of their biggest discoveries there at CERN is the Higgs boson or bosom.
What?
And that is they
God
call
particle.
that the God
Yeah.
particle. So it's this particle that literally holds the entire universe together. That's why it's got its name. And they discovered that in 2012. And that was their main discovery. And they did that by using this Large Hadron Collider and then basically slamming particles together, and that revealed this other unknown particle that they coined it the Higgs boson.
yeah.
Okay, let me just stop there. So you're saying they actually created or discovered
They discovered this.
by slamming two
Yes.
Atoms together.
atoms together,
Yeah.
and they discovered that it was a particle that is holding the universe together?
Yeah.
In
know
its
that.
the most rudimental.
Science.
Yeah, in the smallest way.
Science.
Yeah, so if you could imagine, I think it's like the smallest molecule ever to be discovered. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's true.
Okay. Smallest molecule.
Yeah, and if you could pull it up, the image of the particle, and it has a cross in the.
Is that in your
image.
notes, or do I need to search that on the
Yeah,
image?
you can search it. Yeah, search it. The image of that particle, it looks like a cross. That's
What am I calling it?
the Higgs bosom.
Image of Higgs bosom?
That's hugs. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Go to images. Keep on going. Scroll up.
Scroll.
Scroll. Oh man,
There's a lot of science going on in these images.
Science.
Anyway, I was just reading an article. Anyway, long story short.
Look at this guy. Here's Peter Higgs.
Peter Higgs.
Hey, there he
Is
is.
that the
bro.
one?
Yeah.
That is Mr. Bosom right there. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Peter.
But anyway, did you know also they have
his bosom.
this place is the largest place that has the most amount of magnets in the world.
Geneva.
Oh,
Yeah.
and this
For-
research center?
For the LHC.
That's crazy.
Because you need these magnets for the equipment. I don't know how. I'm not a physicist. I'm not an engineer. I don't know why, but I do know. So when we had that eclipse the other day,
Right.
they restarted it because it hasn't been on for a few years.
I heard about that.
Yeah, and they said somebody like jokingly said, "Hey, yeah, we're not going to restart it now just to harness the power of the sun while this
Yeah, just real cheeky.
this solar event happens. We're not doing that.
It just happened to be on the same day.
Happened to be on the same
Why
day.
didn't they do it a couple of days ago? Yeah.
Who knows?
Okay, gotcha. Wink, wink.
But the CERN, the particles accelerator is being used. This is what they say. It's being used to open other dimensions, portals to other dimensions, creating black
Really?
holes.
Yeah.
I think they did successfully create a black hole. That's what somebody had said. It's a really hush hush in there. Like anything goes in there, stays in there, and it never comes out.
Wow.
Never,
Yeah.
ever.
So there's a lot of conspiracies.
So
with,
it's like a miniature black hole,
yes,
but it's in a contained
Yeah.
environment that they can control.
I would
quote
assume.
unquote.
So they think.
Yeah.
And that's just what they're saying. You know, like who knows what they're actually doing, dude? Like a lot of my notes. I mean, of course I get into the science. You guys know I love doing that. But like a lot of the things that happen when they fire this equipment up.
Yeah.
Like there's been reports of people that have time traveled during
What?
Yeah. Like people disappearing off of the radar and peering up somewhere else, being like, how the heck did we get here?
Like a transporter?
Mm-hmm.
Like a teleporter?
Yep.
Huh.
Portals. I mean, like you said, portals to other
This
realms.
is actually confirmed science.
This
They've
is
seen this.
this is
Observed it.
I don't
at-
know what these are.
at the same. Well, I have it in my notes, but
Okay,
at the
go
same
ahead.
time as the test. Okay, let's just scroll down.
Scroll.
Just
Oh, wait,
read-
first of all, before you do that, does CERN, is that an acronym? Does it stand for something?
Yeah, scroll up. It's up at the top. Oh, never mind. It just says the European Organization for Nuclear Research.
I was wondering if it stood for
I don't know what CERN stands for.
Collaborator Eastern Research
Let's look it up real quick.
Nuclear.
Let's look it up.
Yeah, somebody look that up.
Hey, Jimmy, pull it up.
Where's Jay?
Hey, I got this.
Anyway,
Yeah, talk about that.
well, so going back to you asked how they slam the particles. So the LHC accelerates beams of protons and heavy ions to near the speed of light,
Okay.
and then collides them head on or at oblique angles. These collisions generate enormous amounts of energy, following and allowing research to probe the structure of the matter at very small scales. So that's what they're doing with the LHC, if that makes sense to you in layman terms.
Well, it sounds like we have a bunch of evil mad scientists.
Yeah, they're just
In
slamming,
Europe,
slamming
doing
particles
stuff.
together at the speed of light, seeing what's going to happen.
Is this safe?
I mean, safe
know-
is subjective.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, isn't there like regulatory things that people will go, hey, maybe you shouldn't cross a bull and a horse and try to make a hybrid. You know what I'm saying? Like evil, like the scientists that were with Hitler. They were doing some weird stuff, and they were probably, hey, we need to shut that down because I don't think that's right. That kind of thing. Or these people so above, maybe the elite, that they get a pass.
I think these people are getting directed from some sort of other spiritual entity telling them to do these things.
Whoa.
Personally, I mean, we're getting real deep real quick, but and kind of some of my other notes, it points to that.
Okay,
so,
we can go ahead and. Do you want to switch to his notes?
Yeah,
Jason,
but
or
real
Sure.
You
I
got
mean,
some stuff.
I mean, I can just riff off of whatever you have and whatever you.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, just go ahead and say what this CERN stands for.
Yeah, it literally is just translated. It's I don't know, some European. Council European pour la Recherche Nucléaire, which translates to just the European Council
I
for
see why.
Nuclear
I see
Research.
why they call it CERN now.
Yeah.
I'm going to try that. Conseil Européen pour la Recherche Nucléaire.
It sounds French to
Wow.
me.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
But look at their emblem. You see that? What does that look like to you?
That looks like
So there's a. I know what it looks like.
the OK sign. The
No, 666.
Wait a minute.
Look at it.
Look at it.
Six. There's
666.
Okay, I see it.
You see that?
I see it.
Oh my gosh! And I was just on my part. So there's been theories that CERN incorporates occult symbolism, and it's circulated through various conspiracy circles, such as their logo.
Yeah.
They do a lot of. There's a lot of statues outside of the properties
Yeah.
that are occultish. They have like one of Baphomet, I believe so.
You're kidding.
No,
That's a big one.
that's a big one. And they just have all these grotesque statues. And I don't know if you guys know, but like I was telling this to our old buddy Mike, and I sent a video to him a long time ago.
Mike.
They did a when they turned on the collider the first time, or I think it was the second time. Exactly. They did this ritual outside of, it was like this whole big ritual thing, festival, and they had, people were dressed up as Satan and demons,
Yeah.
and they were prancing around outside at the beginning
What?
of starting this, and at the beginning of starting this collider, and also in celebration of starting it.
Scroll down. You can see the photo of it on my notes.
All right, let's check that out.
Right there.
Okay.
You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like you, but creepy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's just and if you look deep into it, these people they say it's for art. Some conspiracies point that there's certain art that they do is just because it's subjective and nobody really knows the meaning of it. But I mean, if you're dressed up as Satan,
Yeah.
Well, and who?
I bet you they have a lot of druid.
Look what they're dancing around too. Go back and look at that photo. That right there
What is
a
it?
statue of the Hindu goddess Shiva,
Shiva.
which is the goddess of destruction. And they're prancing around like rituals.
Like we're worshiping the goddess of destruction.
Yeah. Think about that. Let that
Wow.
set in, dude.
let that set into you. And also think about it, Geneva, right? There's been a lot of suggesting and research on when the Antichrist comes that it's going to be a person from the East, which
Mhm.
is going to be Europe, right?
Yeah.
And it's going to be a place where majority of the countries are there, and they can agree on a one world leader, which would be where? In Geneva,
Yeah.
right? So a lot of people think that there's so many ties to the Antichrist, to demonic crap in Geneva, with this CERN, with everything that goes on there.
Wow.
And that's why there's so much imagery, so much symbolism in regards.
I had no idea this was so satanic.
Yeah.
Deeply satanic, bro.
I just thought it was science. A collider? That was in Miles Morales.
Yes. Yeah.
The collider.
yeah.
You think
Opening
that
up.
was anything like that? Yeah,
Well-
that's right. He opened another dimension, trying to find his wife.
Yeah, and he had the little USB drive, the Glober.
Yes.
The
He had,
Glober.
he had to stick it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
at the
you
top,
just-
and he almost got.
You just think what portals are they? I mean, they're literally trying to open up, I believe, the spiritual realm. You
Well,
know?
sure.
And I know we've talked about it previously, you know, like all these aliens, quote unquote aliens.
That's portal drifting.
Yeah,
dude.
I don't necessarily believe in the outer space aliens that
No.
everyone talks about.
They're
I feel
angels,
like,
dude.
yeah, they're coming from
They're
different
fallen angels.
portals. And it's getting to the point where, like we've talked about in the past, they're normalizing it. And I mean, since they've started firing these things up, well, I mean, it was 2012. I mean, when did all these crazy sightings start happening? If it wasn't around then,
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it definitely increased. I mean, we've heard reports. I saw something an orb. Somebody took me up. Pretty much all my life, I've heard.
yeah,
But there was a huge spike
well, that's what I'm saying.
in the last
even to the point where
5 to 7 years.
the Army has been like, no, we've seen stuff we
Yeah.
can't explain. No,
Ryan Graves, that Navy pilot off of the West Coast. You guys have heard
Wait a
his
minute.
story?
Are you talking about Ryan Garcia?
No, Graves.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he was a pilot in the Navy, and they were doing some just some tests, some just regular stuff that they do, some missions in the West Coast over the ocean, and he verified that they saw something. They don't know what it was. It was a UAP, and they don't know
Yeah.
how else to describe it, but it was like a tic tac and a cube. You know, what they typically say that is, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of these have happened since we started tampering with the space-time continuum.
Yeah.
yeah.
And when did they fire this up? When they had that ritual?
The rituals, like when they first fired it up, they
Yeah, when-
discovered that Higgs boson in like 2012.
Okay.
Let's see.
Which
So
is
we've
when-
probably had an influx of weird dimensional crossings of beings, craft, whatever,
yeah,
since they fired this up.
which it kind of makes you wonder. You go back to the Mayan prediction of 2012 being like the start of a change.
Yes.
You know,
That's right. The 2012 on the Mayan calendar was
maybe
the
they
end.
maybe they predicted that right, dude. Because it's like there has been a change. I feel like in society after 2012, you can just tell. It's like after that year, everything has just been continuously getting darker and darker and darker. You know, I don't know if you guys feel the same way.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, you just kind of
mean,
wonder what they did.
Yeah,
man.
just think about it. I mean, it's pandemonium.
Yeah.
It's cats sleeping with dogs, girls or boys,
Yeah, bro.
people or pets,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, and it's just it's wild.
It's my
man.
truth.
So go for the audience. If you guys get a chance,
A trance.
just look up CERN celebration. It's called the YouTube video is abstract performance to celebrate Switzerland's rail opening of CERN.
Oh wow! So that's on the YouTube.
And let me I just time stamped it at minute 1:44.
Send that to me. I'll put that link in our description.
Yeah.
On our show notes.
That's the
What the heck is that?
it's
That's Baphomet.
yeah.
That's a dude dressed up, or is that a statue?
There's a dude dressed up.
What the heck? These people.
And
Yeah,
this
bro.
was
I can't wait for Armageddon.
the base opening, and
Seriously,
you'll
though.
see for the listeners, you'll see other YouTube videos that are showing these abstract artist dances. Here's one of a guy flying in on
a trapeze.
like some kind of dark angel.
Or he's on wires.
Yeah, it's weird.
And he's got like black wings or something.
Yeah, and they're always in underwear for some reason.
What the heck?
Yeah, look at that.
What?
Yeah.
What?
It's just weird.
That
man.
reminds me of the Grammys.
Yeah,
What's
dude.
going on?
No, seriously.
So what?
That's
what?
like a night at Walmart for me.
Yeah. Anymore, dude, for real. I mean, it's crazy. It really is. I mean,
well,
yeah.
Joey, I'll throw it to you then.
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, let me go ahead and just read
Talk
some
about
of this,
you.
dude.
You mean to scroll or?
No, you can stay right there.
Okay.
So let's talk about some theories surrounding CERN. You can hop in anytime, but
Copy
I
that.
don't have much on this. But other things we talked about says some conspiracy theories suggest that experiments at CERN, particularly those conducted in the Large Hadron Collider, the LHC, could lead to catastrophic events such as the creation of black holes or the destruction of the Earth. So we talked about that briefly. I was told on this last test during the eclipse that they were trying to create a small black hole. Do you guys know if they actually did it?
I don't know. If
you mean in the lab?
I've heard allegations that they have, and people that have. I've watched other YouTube videos of people that they either know somebody that works at the facility that said that they have succeeded. But I mean, you can take that with a grain of salt because it's on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean, I don't know how authentic that is. But
Well, you think about what a black hole is. I mean, I don't know if you started a black hole, how would you stop it? You know, because those things are just absorbing matter.
Yeah, it absorbs everything. Light.
I think it's
a gravity.
I think.
hole.
Well, I think it collapses within itself.
It does.
Yeah, and it's less than a second. So they see it happen with like less of.
Oh,
a
you're talking
second.
about in this laboratory setting?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So
it just
it
collapses
pops up.
And
Yeah.
then it goes away.
Yeah, and it can't sustain.
That is just crazy,
Yeah.
dude.
They're
That is
trying to
just nuts.
sustain it though.
Yeah. So
My question is why?
what do you think, man?
They want to
I mean-
study the universe. That's what they say.
Yeah. They want to know what's going on in the universe, dude. I mean, think about it from a scientific standpoint. If let's put all the weird stuff they've done behind it. Let's say they're not worshiping Satan and they're not opening portals to allow Satan in to roll the earth. They're not trying to open a portal to the Leviathan so he can kill us all.
Right.
Let's just throw that out
Okay.
and pretend like it didn't happen.
Okay.
If they are able to create a portal, that is teleportation, dude.
Absolutely.
You're creating wormholes. You can teleport to Saturn. You could just drive through a wormhole to, I mean, Andromeda Galaxy. I mean, if that's legitimately what they're trying to solve, I mean, think about that. That's going to open up the universe to space travel, to our own little Star Wars story, bro.
That'd be
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be sweet.
Well, the thing is, black holes are real.
Yeah.
It's the collapse of a dying star.
Yeah.
That's when supernova. It ran out of and it sucks all matter that gets close to it inside it. The only question is they don't know what is inside at this point. Scientists don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know where it goes to.
Yeah.
Does it open somewhere else, or is it just infinite blackness, infinite sucking in of light?
Well, in my notes, the black hole creation theory, one of the most sensationalized predictions is that the LHC experiments could create miniature black holes that would swallow the Earth. However, the physicists there at CERN said that their researchers stated that the energies produced in the collider are too low to create black holes capable of posing any threat to the planet. Their theoretical calculations also support the assertion indicating that any microscopic black holes produced would be highly unstable and would decay rapidly, like I said. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's always the famous last words, isn't it?
But if we do them, if we do have black holes, I mean, they're just small ones.
Right.
They don't work. But if we can do it.
What would dying be like if they turned it on and their black hole formed? I mean, would it be instantaneous? We just get sucked and our matter gets just split. I think about that. I think about dying a lot. I probably should get checked out. Yeah.
This went south.
What would that feel like, man?
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you go insane. I don't
What is
know.
death like? I think it's like,
Well, death is just a transport.
Well, you just wonder how fast it'd be, dude. I mean, it'd probably be instantaneous. The minute they form a black hole, it's like all matter, the Earth, everything just
I don't know.
gone.
But death for me is like going to like a 7-Eleven and eating one of their hot dogs. that
Right.
have been there.
Yeah.
And one of those Chiquito things.
Oh, man,
That's
that's-
on that roller.
I-
How about those things?
Chiquitos.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Hey,
death.
man.
Those are
Hey, dude,
those hit the spot, right?
They hit the spot
They get-
every time.
yeah.
I'd
And then
rather
days
die.
later, it hits the spot.
Yeah.
Right in the.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was going to say this. I don't see. Let me get the camera on me. I keep forgetting to switch. I don't see how if they're doing this small thing in a lab, I don't see how that is strong enough like a dying star to pull stuff in. It'd have to be massive.
It is, bro.
They have
27
superconductive magnets. They have a whole bunch of stuff, man.
Scroll down, bro. Scroll down.
Are we
Notes,
scrolling
dude.
down?
Let me show you what's good on this thing.
Okay.
Scroll.
Educate, bro.
All the way down. You just keep scrolling, bro.
Keep
I got a picture
scrolling.
of it. This is the all
here
the
it
way
is.
down.
Stonehenge. Oh,
That's the
There you
magnet.
go. That's what they've just recently built.
Yeah.
So there's the original. You see that small circle, the LHC,
okay.
and then Geneva, And then the future circular collider, that's 100 kilometers around.
Oh, see, I thought this was just some little thing in a box they were having in a lab.
No, this is all underground.
What?
Yeah, they're building that project beginning in next year, supposedly.
All right, guys, I'm going to put all
underground.
these pictures in our description as well, so you can view this stuff at your own leisure. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. I mean, the goal is to create more power, bigger, better, faster.
I had no idea the satanic thing, or I didn't know these were. I didn't know CERN was all about this collider thing.
Oh, dude, and also secret society ties, dude. The Illuminati's all over this.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, their symbol's literally a 666, bro. You know? Okay, go back up. Scroll
Where
up.
are we going?
Go back up to where we were. I just want to show you
Stonehenge.
that picture.
What's the deal with Stonehenge?
La-da-doo-doo-doo.
Where you want, right here, into
Yeah,
the world?
portal. No, we just read that. Portal to other dimensions.
Okay.
We talked about that a little bit. So there are claims that CERN's experience could open portals to other dimensions or unleash dark forces.
forces.
In 2015, Yahoo News reported on footage of an alleged vortex forming over Geneva, which they referred to as a UFO gateway. In the footage, clouds swirl into a point as if it were a black hole, and
Wow.
a number of small bright orbs can see entering it. The vortex
What?
vanishes. The UFO portal had allegedly erupted directly over the Large Hadron Collider. Unfortunately, despite media coverage, this furnace says the footage turned out to be CGI.
What?
Supposedly.
Okay.
What? Okay,
All right.
number one, anytime I hear Yahoo News, that just sounds weird to me.
Yeah, you're like, I'm off board. bro.
Yahoo? I mean, come on, who come up with that name? I mean, that's off topic, but whatever.
I mean, it's been around for a while.
I know, but it's like Yahoo. It's like you're a joke. Anyway,
Yeah.
CGI.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys believe that?
Yeah, I believe it. I believe that it was real. I don't believe it was CGI, man.
No, I don't believe it was CGI. If you are talking about somebody are slamming stuff together to create portals,
Yeah.
surely this happened.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here, guys.
Portals.
Nothing to see. August
Portals to
2016,
hell.
a video appeared. You talked about that seemed to depict a ritual sacrifice on the CERN grounds, right in front of the statue of Shiva,
Yeah.
the Hindu deity.
Dr. Shiva.
In Hinduism, Shiva is one of the principal deities, often referred to as the destroyer and transformer within the
Transformer.
Timirturi or Termiti. I can't even.
Yeah, it's Trimaturi. I don't know.
Whatever, dude.
Trim UT.
all
No,
French
trim
to me.
your T.
In the video,
That's it.
you can see of a number of cloaked figures gathered
not the
near the
cloaks.
statue surrounding a woman.
Oh, not the
Dude,
cloaks.
Whenever you see us doing
When
a
you see
cloak,
cloaks,
yeah, I'm
even
out.
the Jedi, they're
Yeah.
going to be, something's
Oh,
bad.
something's popping when they see a cloak.
Especially in the pitch darkness, dude. I mean, look at Shiva up on the wall, the shadow.
I know,
of
look at the
Shiva.
shadow, like he's about to kill somebody. Wait, I'm sorry. I mispronounced
isn't
it.
that weird though? Like, why are people obsessed? I know why people are obsessed, but why do they always gravitate to these demonic statues? And when they say we're not worshiping Satan, but then why don't you just put a statue of a whale or like a dolphin?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be?
Or an owl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, a 50-foot stone owl.
I wonder
Okay.
what's that all
How
about.
about, how about something less frightening? I don't know. What could you say? Like a nice
That's
little.
a good question.
Like a wacky arm inflatable tube man. Just they're all surrounded by this guy. Just
flapping in the wind.
Yeah, one of those guys.
Yeah, why does it have to be so dark?
yeah, I
If
know.
it's not really dark. Oh, it's not really dark. We just like dark things.
Yeah, we just have the goddess of destruction.
Yeah,
in
there's
our
no portal to
front
hell
patio.
here.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. So, again, according to The Guardian, this was a hoax. According to the report, pranking scientists were suspected.
What?
But again, it's
Oh
like,
my
Pranking
god,
scientist?
yeah, dude.
Those guys don't prank.
dude, that's the weakest. That's the
That's
weakest.
the weakest thing I've ever heard, man. It almost gives it more validity.
Scientist.
Oh, we were just horsing around, dude, in our cloaks.
I mean, was it Bill Nye out there?
midnight.
Bill Nye was leading the charge, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
Bill Nye and Bill
Neil T. deGrasse.
Neil
was there.
deGrasse.
yeah, he was out there doing the wacky arm.
holding up sticks and like.
Dude, it's crazy, man. In the you guys will like this one. In the skies above CERN is the incident of November 2009 when an Iberworld Airbus A330-300 allegedly vanished temporarily. As the story goes, the plane was carrying 170 passengers and had been heading towards Santa Cruz, Bolivia. Yeah. When it seemingly disappeared mid-flight, the plane was then reported to reappear roughly 5,500 miles away at Tenerife North Airport on the island of Tenerife in the Canary Islands. According to an Inquisitor article published in 2016, some believe that CERN's Large Hadron Collider may have been the culprit of a mysterious turn of events, given that it had just been circulating beams the previous year and was preparing it, so revving it up to do it again.
Interesting.
Wait a minute.
What if
that flight from
Yes.
Malaysia?
That's what exactly.
Remember they had those orbs they saw?
Yeah.
What if they found out a way to have a traveling collider?
Well, what if we go back and we look over the timeline at CERN and see when they were restarting the collider and then the vanishing of the plane? What if there is a
370?
what?
What was it? What is the name of
It
the
was
plane? MH370, wasn't it?
yeah, that was the
Yeah.
flight number.
Okay.
What if there's a
I have
direct correlation?
I have to
there?
look that up.
We're
That's
gonna have to
a
look.
great question.
We're gonna have to get on this.
I'm going to look
Yeah.
it
We're
up
getting
right
to
now.
the bottom of this, guys.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I mean,
Episode 2, CERN. What's with CERN? What's up with that? What's up with that?
it says here prior to November 2009, the LHC, which is the collider, had temporarily been out of commission due to a malfunction dubbed as the Quench Incident, which occurred on September 19th, 2008. Liquid helium vented into the collider's tunnel, damaging 53 superconducting magnets. So you were out of commission for like a year.
Yep.
Almost. But because of the magnets. So the magnets, so from that picture that you showed me earlier, that big huge tunnel that I was looking at, how those are like a
Magnets,
tunnel
yeah.
of magnets.
And what's interesting, when I read this article the other day, and they said they were going to restart it on the solar eclipse, that day of the solar eclipse a couple weeks ago, they said, specifically in the article, they said, because they were asked, are you guys doing this on purpose because of the magnetic field that's going to be disrupted because of the solar eclipse? Because every time there's a solar eclipse, the Earth's magnetic field is disrupted, right?
Okay.
So they said, no, that's not why. They said the solar eclipse wouldn't have any effect on our superconductive magnets and the electromagnetic field of the Earth. They said there's not enough energy for that, and it's not that big of a deal, right? There's not enough energy for that to make any difference. And then I had a friend and I were looking into it and just the whole solar eclipse and the gravitational pull and how does that change and what changes when there's a solar eclipse. And the solar eclipse changes the gravitational pull of the Earth so much so as though the ocean's tides are at its highest during that time. But the people at CERN said that it's still not strong enough. Okay, so the gravitational pull during the solar
eclipse is not strong enough.
Is not strong enough. It's strong enough to pull all the waters of the Earth, but not strong enough for you guys to harness any of the energy from it. Come on, I don't believe that.
Supposedly, CERN was shut down from 2013 to 2015. So
again.
Well, no, I mean
because I was just reading that they took a year off from 2008 to 2009, then it happened again.
Yeah, because they had another incident.
Okay.
Yeah, so quote unquote it was shut down during the disappearance of the MH370. Whether you guys think that or not,
I don't think so.
I mean, it's a whole 2-year period of the machine just sitting there, and they didn't fire it up once.
Wow.
I don't know, man.
Or at least, troubleshoot it.
Let's just collide them at this point in time. That was a quick search.
There's a bleep. Oh, something left the Earth. We don't know what it was, and then we find out it's the plane.
They're like,
How about that?
They're like, Ted, did you fire up the machine? He's like, no,
we're missing some magnets down the tunnel.
Yeah. I didn't do it, man. No way.
I will say this, because you were talking about the black holes and the possible teleportation. We have instances in the Bible, of teleportation.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, now it doesn't go into the science. Paul teleported.
What was the other guy?
Who was the other guy with the Ethiopian guy?
Peter.
Enoch.
Peter, was that?
Enoch.
Wasn't
Well, Enoch, he was just out of here.
Oh yeah, he
was just
teleported somewhere.
He teleported, yeah. So Yeah, so there's instances, people don't really talk about that from the pulpit, but
where they just
it's happened. Or they just chalk it up of some God did something miraculous and we don't,
Defies the laws of
there's
physics.
there's no sign. But I mean, because it's already mentioned, so it is possible.
It's possible. Absolutely, dude.
Yeah, anything's possible.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's a weird one. I don't know where you left off reading. No, I wasn't paying attention.
I'll just mention the this 2009. It went down because liquid helium vented.
Yeah.
They had a
into the
damage.
Clyde
53 superconducting magnets.
Well, let me just,
were
before we
damaged.
start,
They're called the quench. It's a quench incident.
going back to whether it was on and why they started and didn't stop it, or whatever,
Right,
started
during that time.
ended it. They do have, this is what CERN says about their safety measures.
Okay.
CERN takes safety very seriously and has implemented strict protocols to ensure the safety operation of the LHC. Extensive risk assessments are conducted, and safety features are built into the accelerator and its infrastructure to minimize the possibility of accidents and hazards. But minimize the possibility. Minimize. So that means they've had accidents and incidences. They're just trying to minimize them, not extreme, not 100% get rid of them completely.
You think there have been any fatalities?
Oh sure.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Did they just cover it up, you
Oh,
think?
yeah.
Or is it public knowledge?
They just vaporized the dude.
What?
Yeah,
Anybody
they just-
sees there,
They just send his
wait.
dead body back in time.
Can we visit this? Like, is it open to the public?
Yeah, let's just get inside the superconductor.
Let's just
bro.
go.
No, it's not. You have to go inside a tunnel that's like miles deep to get into there.
Are you joking? I thought all
No.
this was on the surface.
No, it's underground. All this is underground.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
I just did.
Okay.
Now you know, man.
Now you know. Yeah, all this is underground.
Anyway, purveyors of the Airbus theory
Purveyors.
believe the strange event may have happened during the preparations for the LHC's relaunch in early November. According to the theory, scientists at CERN had accidentally produced some kind of time warp during one of the LHC startups. They immediately shut everything down. LHC machine coordinator Dr. Mike Lamond said officially that the shutdown had been caused by a bird that dropped a big of a baguette, causing
Wait.
the magnets to heat up and almost result in another quench.
Wait, stop. What did he say?
What?
A bit of a baguette.
What does that mean?
I don't know, man.
So the bird had
dropped a bit of a baguette.
So a bird had bread and dropped it.
These dang birds, man. I'm telling you, dude.
See, that goes back to our birds aren't real.
Changed my
Telling you,
mind.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they dropped a baguette, causing the maggots to heat up
Oh
and almost
my
result in another
gosh.
quench incident, as reported by the Telegraph.
They like
on
calling it
November-
quench, don't they?
Yeah, November 6, 2009. And yet, some didn't buy this explanation, believing instead that it was a cover-up to prevent the public from finding out that the LHC had accidentally opened a time portal.
Mm.
You believe that?
Bro,
Well, I mean, it says right there they produced some type of an accidentally produced a time warp.
let me get this straight. Their reasoning for dancing around at midnight was because of a prank.
Yeah.
And now their explanation for this, the cause of the malfunction, was a bird dropped a piece of bread.
Wait a minute.
I
whoa,
don't-
whoa, 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 whoa.
This is
You
wild.
said this was underground. Are you telling me birds are getting into this facility?
I don't know what portion they're talking about.
He might have been saying that jokingly, though, too.
You
never know.
think?
I don't know.
Well, it was reported by the Telegraph. I don't know how. What is that? A paper?
No. The Telegraph was what they reported in 2009 for that quench incident that you talked about.
Oh, okay.
So they were confirmed that that was going to happen again. So that's what their explanation.
Oh, okay.
It's like they were overheating. We have to shut it down.
So, you know what? I believe that. I believe that was a made up thing.
Yeah.
There was no bird. There's no baguette.
He probably said it jokingly.
Right. It was a bird dropped some bread on us.
Yeah, but really they opened a time portal and was like, oh, shoot.
Well, he opened a time portal, and George, he's somewhere else now. We don't know where he
Yeah.
went.
He appeared on a plane 5,500 miles away. So the so-called time warp, or so the story continues, was caused by the LHC distorting Earth's magnetic field, creating a time wave that reverberated through the planet's core. The wave passed through the gate of the sun, an ancient... I don't understand how this information came about. But anyway, an ancient megalith stone arch in Bolivia, believed by some to be the Stargate itself or a portal into other worlds.
I believe it.
The time wave then continued until it made contact with the Iberworld Airbus, temporarily displacing it in time and space. According to the bizarre tale, all 170 passengers,
There were pastors there.
along with the plane, spontaneously teleported 5,500 miles from Bolivia to Canary Islands,
What?
where they were able to land safely, though confused.
I'm confused.
Imagine if you were the one guy that didn't get time warp.
Oh man, and also you
This-
believed in the rapture. Like, oh
have y'all
man,
seen-
I got left behind.
He's like, the plane got raptured too, man. It's just gone. He's fallen. What the heck?
Have y'all seen
dude?
that show Manifest,
manifest.
where the plane disappears for 5 years and it comes back, but to them it was only like 30 minutes?
No, never seen it. Is this
Dude.
it's on Netflix?
Sure.
Is it?
I don't know.
I just
How did
thought
you
about
watch this
this.
show?
It was on CBS or something. It's probably on Netflix
Fake
now.
news. I don't watch it.
It's fake news.
I just thought about this, dude.
What?
What if they are setting this up? Because think about this. We're Christian. We're going to get raptured out of this bad boy.
Okay.
If you believe in that, Jason, yeah,
Well,
it's
sure.
questionable.
I mean,
But I believe,
I'll believe it when it happens.
I believe in a raptured church. But I've always wondered this. I've always wondered how
Okay.
they're going to explain it away. The world that's left.
Yes,
So
because they have to explain it.
they have to be like, we don't know. We don't know
We
what
have
happened.
to. We have to calm the fear.
So, I mean, at first I was like, okay, maybe they all just say we died at one point in time. But this right here is another possibility. They can blame it on, they said we tested it on this day. We don't know what happened. Everyone blipped out of here.
Yeah, and because they've already talked about it and opening time warps and having accidents.
Yep.
They're
Yeah.
prepping us for that. Now, that makes more sense than the alien invasion.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, aliens took them. This makes more sense, that theory.
Yeah. That's like,
Or
To blame
Thanos snapped his fingers.
50%.
50% of the population.
somewhere else. Yeah, on some
Huh.
other planet.
Thanos was right.
Yeah, all in balance.
You never know, bro. They're trying to be Thanos, though. You know, we talked about that symbolism. Their emblem being 666, and then all the statues and whatnot on the, hanging around, that
Yeah,
sort of
it's
thing.
Wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so
As Metro reported in January 2017, 17. I don't know why I can't read today. January
It's okay.
2017. Some bloggers online that believe that CERN's experiments are in fact an attempt to build the kingdom of the Antichrist, who will eventually step through the portal and rule our planet.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, by the way, we're having an episode coming up on the Antichrist. This is very interesting.
This is
That
good.
we're talking
That's
about
a good
this.
segue.
It is a good segue.
Yeah. Yep. So, and then January 2019, CERN officials revealed their plan for potential for a 62-mile circular collider. The project, dubbed the Future Circular Collider, would cost around $10 billion compared to the LHC.
They got it.
It would be absolutely gigantic, which we'll put a picture on this in our show notes.
Yeah.
And then, on April 5th at 6:25, the LHC engineer in charge of the CERN Control Center announced that the stable beams were back in the Large Hadron, marking the official start of the 2024 physics data season. The third year of the LHC run 3 promises 6 months, 13.6 TeV proton collisions at even higher luminosity than before, meaning more collisions for the experiments to take data from. This will be followed by a period of lead-ion collisions in October. So they are actively this year testing this thing,
shooting it out
regularly. So expect to see some weird stuff going on.
Dude,
Dude,
I've been having a headache ever since April 5th. I bet you that's what it is.
it's probably
April 5th?
Yeah.
Well, back in the day, you could blame everything on Obama. Now you just blame it on the collider, dude.
Yeah.
So the dang collider was
And
fired
Obama.
up today.
A
And
kaleidoscope.
Obama.
Okay. That's going to do it for this episode, CERN. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I did.
Did you learn
know.
something?
I learned everything.
Yeah, all of it.
I learned all of it. There's particles colliding. There's a collider that reminds me of Kingpin doing it, trying to get to the other
Shiva.
thing. Baphomet, all the satanic stuff. So, appreciate if you like that episode, give us some comments. I got a hair stuck in my mouth. Wow.
You got a lot of
Hey,
it.
don't forget the question of the week. Who recorded the famous film of JFK's assassination that gave rise to multiple shooter conspiracy? Oliver Stone, Roger Patterson, Billy Grassy Knoll Johnson, or Abraham Zapruder? Go and vote right now when you hear this episode. The poll is at the bottom if you scroll down on the Spotify mobile app. So that's going to do it for us. You know what? And I've been doing a new ending.
Okay.
I don't do the you might hear it next week.
Oh, really?
I don't do that anymore because it's so
Dumb.
so spontaneous.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
really aren't
That's what I
with
mean.
it. So what I do is I just go around the table and I do final thoughts. Jason, final thoughts for this episode.
I think we should go back to the spontaneity of, you can hear Jason say next
That's your
week.
final thought?
Yeah, that's my final thought.
Okay. Joey, you
Man.
got a final thoughts?
My final thought is this is still spontaneous, but still.
Okay, that's
that
well,
CERN,
it's just a final thought on CERN. Or
just
whatever.
keep an eye on them, dude. And all these sightings that are probably going to start ramping up of aliens, they're not aliens. They're demons.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying it right now, dude. And I know we've talked about it before, that it's going to be normalized, and I truly believe that as we get closer to the end times that there will be those walking among us, and just to be aware of that sort of thing. And my second final thought is we love you, Jason,
Thank
very
you.
much, bro.
And
And thank you for speaking for your heart, and I'm happy to be back with you guys as well.
And my second
right.
final thought.
Oh, we got.
And next week you'll hear Byron Dice say,
That's not gonna. That's another show. My final thought is: if you do not have a large cloak or a large robe that you can put a large hood on, you're not gonna get into CERN at all.
Yeah.